Hey, everybody, welcome to another season of Javier in the Air. This is episode one, fireworks and beer. So it's not going to be anything crazy, it's going to be short and sweet. Just wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. I hope that already day three, 3 days in, that it's much better for you than it was last year. Though this time last year was pretty good, but we'll see how the rest of it goes for us this year. So there's a lot of exciting craziness that went on. For example, the COVID, huge, the election, a lot of other things that went on. And so I hope everyone is rested, going back, ready to go into a new year, probably a new work week for everyone. Brand spanking new if you had off last week. And so we'll see what we're going to do. I'm looking forward to a brand new season. I think it's going to be great. Really going to enjoy it. I got some new things that I'm going to try to roll out this year. So let's get into some fireworks. So there was quite a few fireworks, more than likely illegal, in my neighborhood and in areas. But let's talk a little bit about San Antonio. San Antonio had some of the largest, most illegal fireworks set off anywhere. Definitely in probably in the state of Texas, more than likely in the state of Texas, and if not anywhere, everywhere else. So, what are your feelings on fireworks? I'd like to get some feedback from you guys in the comments below. After you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Javier in the Air. And let me know what y'all did for the new year as far as fireworks were concerned. I know a lot of places like the New York, when they dropped the ball, there wasn't a lot of people there. I know a lot of other places that also dropped the ball weren't doing a lot of things. Different balls. Georgina drops the peach, and I don't know what San Antonio drops. Probably, the margarita or some equivalent to that. Um, so, what did you wind up doing for New Year's? I'd like to hear, maybe get a little. I'll do a little feedback on the next podcast and let people know what you did. I myself, just because I knew a lot of people in my neighborhood do illegal fireworks, I pretty much just stood out on my front porch or actually my driveway, and got to watch a lot of the fireworks pop off. And so they also popped off again. Well, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, last night. So people were just kind of getting rid of them. There's a house. I don't know who lives there, but it's one block over from me that pretty much for Fourth of July, New Year's, and just about any time else that they can get a hold of fireworks, they fire off. I would probably think, which is the equivalent of $5 worth, which is probably about 400 pounds worth of fireworks, because you know how it's always buy one get 12 free and stuff like that. So that's what they did, and so it was a little crazy around here. But what are your thoughts? Because I know there's a lot of posting on Facebook about how people's dogs go crazy and they have to sedate them, and then there's also individuals that have PTSD and other types of uh, mental or health issues that fireworks are not good for. And so do people in general have a right to do something like that, even though the city or that they live in or the county that they live in say that fireworks are illegal and they shouldn't be set off for fire safety concerns and safety concerns? Do they still have the right to do that, as opposed to people that do have issues? And should we then defer to them and have no fireworks go off? So I know back in the day, fireworks were set off just to set off, and there was little rhyme or reason. If you were out on the outskirts of the city limits or you were outside the city limits, you could fire whatever you wanted, and there seemed to be less concern. But nowadays, in this day and age, a lot of people talk about, again, the pets and people, individuals. So, what are your thoughts, and what do you feel are your rights, quote unquote? Because it really isn't a right. to fire off fireworks. But then again, it's also not a outright right for you to not do them if, say, you were in an area that was legal, and people still didn't want you to fire them. So you have to, I mean, we have to take into account our fellow man, but what do people think in general about that? Some people feel like it's encroaching on their rights, that you're invading their space by, popping off loud noises. But then on the other hand, um, people feel it's their right to do what they want. And again, neither one are really a right. But how do you feel about it? And I'd really like to hear some people's deep thoughts on it, and where they feel, where they land on, what side do they land on. Now, I myself feel that neither side is 100% correct, so I'm not really taking a side on this. I'd like to play devil's advocate on both sides, and I'd like to hear from you in the comments below of my YouTube channel, and let me know what your thoughts are on this and why we should or why we shouldn't allow people to do that, if it's even an allowance. Because as we see a lot in this country, people are going to do what they're going to do, regardless of whether you tell them it's illegal or you tell them it's not right or you tell them it's wrong, and people are going to do the reverse as well. So I'd like to get your feedback on that. So, all right. So I know I myself have these little sparklers that I got at HEB. So now we're going down to the small, no real noise sparklers. I got them for 4th of July, never lit them. I got them for New Year's, never lit them. So maybe I'll light them up for upcoming 4th of July again. Maybe hopefully they're still good. But like I said, I was out in the driveway, and so I didn't have to worry about uh, lighting mine off, which were just little nothing. So, but it would be interesting to see if anybody what they did. So I'm gonna switch over to the beer section. I'm gonna drop. I don't have any new beers this week. The Boutique was closed due to some other stuff going on, but it turns out everything's gonna be good for them, so they're gonna be back open. So I'll probably head over there next week and get some additional beers. So I'm gonna see what I have left from last year I didn't get to play, and then I'm gonna have some beer reviews that I'm gonna drop in. So let's just, I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So let's see what I got, and we'll take it from there. Hey everybody, Bacon Hoff here. Just wanted to give you something I cooked yesterday. One of the first things I cooked for the new year. This is paleo style chicken fried steak. So what you do is you use tapioca flour. You make an egg wash, and then you add spices to your tapioca flour, which I added some paprika, Thai chili flakes, and some garlic powder. I should have added more, but I didn't. So then you wind up dipping it in the egg wash, dipping it in the flour, dipping it back in the egg wash, and dipping it back in the flour so that you get a really thick coating of it. Fry it. I used coconut oil on high, and then I took it down to got it real hot, and then took it down to medium high, and cooked it for about 5 minutes on each side. And then you'll see here I have some finished product of the chicken fried steak. I got some good reviews, good feedback on what I got done. I really liked it. I think personally I could have added some more spices to it. I'll give the recipe at the end with the credits. I think people, if you like it, and this is cube steak, by the way, just like you would use for a regular chicken fried steak. So I think for people that really like chicken fried steak, this is something that's really good. It's healthier, and I think you'll really get a kick out of it. So here's a screenshot I took from what happened on New Year's Eve in San Antonio. This is a drone's eye view of San Antonio during midnight, or around close to midnight. And you see all the illegal fireworks. By the way, every single firework you see going off in this photo, and there's some other ones that I could have grabbed that were just as brilliant, are all illegal. These are all being taken by individuals, or shooting off fireworks. Um, illegally, as none of these were sanctioned or given safety protocols or any permits and that sort of thing. So this is a little bit something of what I was talking about earlier with the fireworks, and I really like to see feedback because these are really beautiful. But is there being harm being caused because of it? All right, so here's something that I watched just today. Binge watched it. A little Danish show called Equinox. It kind of reminds me of the German show Dark, which actually went on for 3 seasons. This, I think, is just going to be a limited one season occurrence. Really cool. Has some fake legend, or at least from what I can research, it's a fake legend that does. It's a little weird mystery of 21 kids that just graduated high school and they vanish on their basically what is their graduation day, and includes this young woman's sister. She's probably 10 or 12 at the time when her sister disappears, and 21 years later she gets a phone call out of the blue from someone who says they know what happened to her sister. So then this kicks off a whole chain of events for her as she tries to figure out the mystery of what happened to her sister and the 20 other people that were on that bus. It basically it looked like just a truck, but it was supposed to be like a bus type of thing. So it's Danish, so it's all in subtitles. So if you're not a fan of subtitles, don't watch it. However, it's a really good mystery, and I think it's one of the better shows that have just come out in the past week or so. So check it out. Hey everybody, Javier here again with my daily review. Thanks again, as always, to the team out in Boutique for keeping me awash in all this lovely brew and ciders and meads and all that. If you haven't had a chance to go out there, go check them out. They're having beer on sale, and Scott's always got something up his sleeve for us. And if you have a chance, also slide on over to the Dig Pub. All right, so today's beer, actually it's more of a sour peach tea, is the Peach Emoji from Independence Brewery, our brewing out of here, out of Austin, Texas. And it says at the very bottom, if you can't see it, thick and juicy. So Peach Emoji. Let's see, let's give it a shot. Here it is. As you can see, very hazy, very, very interesting look to it. Definitely on the sour side. If you like that, it's pretty good. I'm not really, I can smell a bit of the peach, but I'm not really tasting it as I drink it. It's got a strong front end, but a really good smooth back end. Yeah, as far as sour goes, it's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and give this 7 thumbs up. So please post your comments below, one way or the other. If you haven't tried it, go check out Boutique and get some for you today. Alrighty, thanks. Hey everybody, Javier here, bringing you once again another beer review and thanks from the team out at the Boutique. If you haven't been out there lately, or you haven't been out there during this COVID time, they're doing curbside, and you can also walk in to pick up and purchase and walk out the door. So let's look at what we're doing today. This is Polycarp. For those of you who went to Catholic school, that might give you a little scare, but don't worry about it. From the True Vine Brewing Company out of Tyler, Texas. This is a Imperial IPA brewed with, let's see here, Cascade Centennial and Simcoe hops. This is 8.3 ABV. And there's another look at the can itself, really nice. All right, so I poured myself some already. And here you go. It's a nice reddish brown gold honey type coloring, whichever way you want to go with it. You can definitely smell a little bit of the hops when you take a breath. Take a whiff on it, and let's try it out. So really good, really nice on the front end, a little tangy on the back end, which is really good. Finishes up nice. So I like it. I'm gonna take another one. Definitely a good Imperial IPA. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one 9 thumbs up, all the way up to the top. If you have a dissenting opinion or you agree with me, please post your comments below. I'd like to hear Scott's comment too. If you hadn't had a chance to check it out, Scott, check it out. Everybody else, check it out too. Have a good one. Talk to you all tomorrow. Bye. Hey everybody, Javier here again. Thanks to the team out at Brewtique for continuing to provide me with beer and mead and cider and all that. As you see, today we're looking at Lone Pint Brewery, the Jabberwocky. Beware the Jib Jub. There you go, Jabberwocky, 8.5 ABV. This is a Imperial IPA, and so let's check it out. Very hoppy, very. It's good if you like that, which I do. It's got a great taste to it, smooth finish. Nothing heavy on the back end or anything like that. Let me try some more. Yes, very good. So for the Imperial IPAs, I'm going to go ahead and give this 8.5 thumbs up. So please leave your comments below if you agree with me or if you don't agree with me. Scott, you can add yours as well. And I'll talk to everybody again tomorrow. Hey everyone, so I'm back. So this is a very quick first of the year episode for season one. I'm sorry, season two, episode one. So I hope you enjoyed the little soapbox that I got on about fireworks. Like I said, please send me a little feedback on what you thought about it, what your thoughts are on it. And also, I would love to have continue to get good feedback and ideas for upcoming episodes. Something you want to see, a mom and pop shop that maybe wants to. We need a little love on there. They're struggling a little bit because of COVID, and we want to get them on the air so that more and more people will see them. And it doesn't even have to be mom and pop in the Cedar Park area. If you live outside of the Cedar Park area, outside of Texas, anywhere, and you want to give a shout out to some mom and pop places there, by all means, just let's put it out there and start getting these people more customers. Get them to show up and do what needs to be done. And there's a ton of mom and pop places that I'd much rather see people spend their stimulus checks on than these huge corporations, these large franchises. Even though they may need the money as well, let's try to help out our fellow mom and pop places. So. Get word to me. Let me know. If you haven't already, please join my YouTube channel, Javier in the Air. I will be getting these out, trying to do it on a weekly basis. Let's see if I can see how many I can get done this year. I plan to do a lot of them, be adding some new transitions, new effects, new stuff like that. So here's to the upcoming 2021. Let's hope that it was better than 2020 for what it was. However, the upside was I did get this podcast started, so that was a bonus for 2020. So let's keep it going. I'll reach out to you. I'll see you next week. Hopefully, I will have. I think I have one person lined up for an interview. If you want to be interviewed on the show, please let me know. If you have a passion for something, I will be hitting some of the ones I did last year: movies, music, crafts, and mom and pop places. So, looking forward to it. I hope you are as excited as I am for 2021. So, I will see you again next week. Have a good one.